Hi, this is Lily Cotilla. Welcome to Edging Life. When you're communicating with somebody and you detect a certain vibration or energy that leads you to believe the person is angry or sad or tired or fearful or whatever emotional attachment you put on to that energy vibration that you're detecting, be very careful, if you care, with your words in terms of checking in with them, and or if you don't want to check in with them, in terms of assuming as an underpinning to the dynamic that the perceived emotion is in fact an accurate one for that individual. Because so often people don't even realize the extent to which they judge. What are you angry about? How come you're so down lately? Just relax. Calm down. Blah, blah, blah. Just realize that these are all assumptions because you're filtering this energy, this vibration through a perceived emotion. That may absolutely not be the case for the individual. There could be many things going on for that person, and to simplify it and have the arrogance to condense it into an emotion that you overlay onto that person is actually quite common of our human species, and it's quite a false built erection of psyche. I'm going to give you two examples that are beyond just regular assumed communication with respect to emotion. At one period in my life, I was close with somebody who experienced chronic pain, and sometimes it was worse than other times. And on my radar, for whatever reason, whenever this person experienced chronic or more heightened sensations of the pain, my detecting radar perceived it as anger. What are you angry about? Whether I made it about myself or not, I perceived it as anger. It took me a while to realize that, in fact, the pain signals I was switching into receiving as anger. And I didn't leave an open-ended question. I made an assumption. What are you angry about? An open-ended question would sound like, I'm noticing a difference in vibration or tone or the amount of time in which you allow for my responses, something like this. What's going on? That's an open-ended question, and the person has an opportunity to explain to you rather than get defensive. I'm not angry or feel like a total disconnect, like what planet are you on, because you're not connected to me if you think I'm angry. And so open-ended questions open up dialogue between people. And furthermore, using an overlay check-in associated with a specific emotion is an assumption, and it's a judgment, just how I explained I used to do when I assumed the person was angry. Another example was I was working at a clinic for a while, and this woman on this particular day, lovely woman, had a very interesting facial expression. Again, I perceived it as anger, annoyance of some sort. Whether I could take it personally or not, I chose not to, but I could still make an assumption based question, which would sound like, are you okay? What are you angry about? Or what's going on? I mean, it's a question. It's an attempt of a care of a question. Or you look tired today is an attempt at, I guess, a care of a question today. But if the person is not tired, it's actually kind of an insult. So the way I framed my question to this individual at the previous clinic that I worked at was, I said, I'm noticing something different today in your energy or your expressions. Has anything changed? Because I want to, I wanted to stay connected to her in that day and not pretend like I wasn't noticing something. She goes, oh, I got Botox yesterday. Like, as if that would have ever crossed my mind as a primary, reason for her facial expression. So it actually ended up being quite funny. Most people would have asked, what's wrong? Are you okay? Why are you so angry? Yada, yada. I don't want to get into redundancy here. You get the point. But drop the emotions away if you can and just focus on the words that are very general and very vague. What energy am I detecting? I'm noticing a vibration change. Your facial expressions are different from what I'm used to, your tone of voice, the amount of time that you allot for a response, what's going on, etc., etc. The more neutral you can be, the closer your relationship will be, and the more truly you will get to know a person, because it opens space for sharing rather than defending. Take it or leave it. Bye.